Richard, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We've been reporting for days on the heavy human toll and massive destruction from Kalmaegi. What's the latest you're hearing from the ground, and what's most urgently needed right now?
Well, it's been a terrifying typhoon. It's caused 82 dead, and about 2 million people are under its heel. And right now, we're still trying to sort out all the debris. The Red Cross has sent 3 payloaders in the area to clear the debris, and the government is doing the same thing. We're providing a lot of water. People don't have any water, no power in most areas. So we're trying to fix up the situation as fast as we can. But really, food is also an issue. We're distributing food through food trucks, hot meals on wheels, so to speak. But at the same time, we're also preparing for an incoming typhoon, as I heard you earlier, that is going to affect the northern part of the archipelago. This time we go up. This time we go up, and it looks like it's going to be a very, very big one. I hope it can limit itself to a certain area, but it looks like it's almost as big as the Philippines. The SWAT is as big as the Philippines. So we're contacting all our people, our chapters, to contact our volunteers all over the area to prepare and make sure that we can help people evacuate to safer areas, and at the same time, make sure that our rubber boats, our rescue trucks are available.
Richard, your organization is involved in all 3 phases of a disaster: before, during, and after as well. So right now, I imagine you're kind of still in the during stage for Kalmaegi, but at the same time, you also need to be in the before phase for the next storm, Fong Wong. So I'm wondering, how are you actually balancing your resources to meet both? I mean, which operations go on no matter what, and what might be delayed until the next storm passes? Can you help us visualize all this?
Well, to give you an idea, our people have been at our operations center and on the field for the last, I suppose, almost a couple of months now. They've faced floods and they've faced strong winds. They've faced shattered homes. We've built tent cities. At the same time, we have heavy equipment like payloaders and, like I said, clearing the path. How are we coping? Well, we try to raise money. We need to source money. We have launched an appeal through the International Federation, and hopefully we can raise a lot more. Now, you will recall that in about 2014, thereabouts, there was a big typhoon called Haiyan, and this covered more or less the same area practically. And after that, we were able to source a lot of money, and we were able to build about 80,000 homes, 80,000 homes in those areas. We're pretty confident. The Philippine Red Cross is a very seasoned organization. We're very quick to move and make sure that the funds that we get are delivered. In fact, our homes show the picture of people, pictures of people living in the homes. At the same time, we provide livelihood and everything like that. But the important thing is we have to keep on facing the fact that we're going to have more and more of these disasters. Right. And we do it by a combination of having millions of volunteers on our list, at the same time mobilizing them, training them, and having what I call the logistics. Everything from ambulances to food trucks to payloaders, at the same time making sure that we use communications such as satellite phones and now we're going to have radio phones that can connect even if there's no power, there's no internet, we can connect with those phones. So we're just coping.
Right. Your President Marcos Jr. has declared a state of emergency, which we're told helps expedite what your organization is doing. Can you also help us understand how this translates? You were talking about communication. How does this improve coordination, perhaps access, and even the legal aspects of what you're doing?
Well, we're an independent organization, an international organization. Our charter says that. We have worked with the government in the past, like in COVID. We were the ones at the forefront of setting up molecular laboratories, and we tested more than 6 million people. We work with the government, but maintain our independence and neutrality and impartiality. They make suggestions on where we can go, like in this particular typhoon. We had the payloaders, and they were all busy, so we went ahead and did what we could, and the mayor of one town thanked us profusely for making sure that we have payloaders. So we worked famously with all the local governments, and we are able to distribute food as fast as we can as well. The cooperation is quite good. We have divorced politics completely away from the Red Cross, and at the same time earned a reputation as a very effective organization.
Okay. And Richard, I want to ask you about this growing controversy over allegedly anomalous flood control projects now being blamed for worsening the floods. As someone who once led Senate inquiries into infrastructure corruption, what sort of safeguards or measures could have prevented today's failures? And how can your organization, help ensure greater transparency and resilience going forward?
Well, we try to stay away from those controversies because we don't get involved in the political, rigmarole. Although I was a senator once upon a time, and I was able to manage being senator and chairman of the Red Cross. I've been in the Red Cross for 57 years now as a volunteer and as chairman of the Red Cross for quite a number of years. So there is indeed a very big problem in the sense that corruption in our public works has been humongous. And I'm happy that finally even the president led the fight and exposed all these people who were involved. Even the local governor of the province of Cebu, who is facing tremendous problem right now, has referred to the previous years where flood control projects money was misspent or was not completed. And that is good because we have to, what Shakespeare says, to thine own self be true. But that should not derail all our efforts. Like the president has declared that the whole country, this is unprecedented because of the incoming typhoon. The country is on code blue. The whole country is on under a state of calamity, which means that he's mobilizing all the mayors, all the barangay officials, and organizations like the Red Cross. And I was with him when we built the 10 cities. They're aware that we're ready to help and support, although, of course, the main brunt is government for the task. But I think the Red Cross has had its fair share in helping the government and cooperating with the government in many of these challenges. And we have been successful doing that.
Okay, Richard, I want to continue staying away from the issue of corruption, but I'm just wondering, if these, flood control projects and other projects had actually been done properly, would it, you feel, actually have made a difference given the fact that the storms are getting, more intense, they're coming more frequently? Would they actually have made a difference had they, been done and fully implemented?
Quite frankly, with the force of the new typhoons coming in, not only here, but all over the world, like in Jamaica, like in the United States, sure, even if you have all these structures built properly, you will still be hit. But the point is, they were not built, strongly, and many of them were not used at all, and we were not able to detect it. Actually, a lot of people suspected it, but very few people actually acted on it. And at that time, before Mr. Marcos, the previous administration practically turned its head towards other pursuits and was, blindsiding the country. And I'm glad that it's now happening, and we have to make sure that we are able to put people in jail. There's a new ombudsman that doesn't look to the president whether he's going to act. He's just going pell-mell into making sure that the people concerned, from senators to even the Minister of Public Works, is now under investigation. And our only hope is we do so in a focused, fast manner so that people will be happy and confident again. I think we can do that with the support of the people. Many of them, however, are very, very, questioning insofar as sincerity of government. But if you leave government alone, they're going to do whatever they do, and usually it's going to be a bad way. But I'm glad people are now coming in and making sure that they make their statements, that they march in the streets to make sure that the government takes a straight and narrow path.
Understood. Mr. Gordon, we have to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Richard Gordon is Chairman and CEO of the Philippine Red Cross.